What's up, back with another one. This clip breaks down the debate around Diddy's sons doing a documentary about their life and allegedly 50 Cent's behind-the-scenes life too. So let's check this clip out.
Be right. All right. Where you want to go? You want to go to the Combs boys?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Justin and Christian Combs have a mini-series, docu-series coming to Zeus.
Yeah.
Where they chronicle the Puff trial, I guess, or their thoughts and views during the Puff trial, or their side of their emotions during the Puff trial. The teaser ends in them accepting a collect call from Fort Dix, so it teases an actual Puff call. I mean, I'll toss it to y'all to see how y'all feel. I cannot believe that this is happening.
I can. I think it's fair game.
Tell me more.
They should. We should hear the other side.
Yeah.
We should hear the other side.
I agree with that. And also, based on just the last couple weeks since the doc has been released, there's been a lot of getting debunked from the actual people. From the actual people that were present then. A lot of stuff has been getting debunked. So if people put out a documentary about my dad and some of the things in the documentary were falsehoods, I'm not mad at them for coming forth to try and defend their father while getting a bag at the same time, because you know they got a bag,
of course.
So I don't know how I wouldn't do it, but I'm not mad at them for doing it. And they're younger gentlemen, so this is the age of that. We would just sit down, grin and bear it, but this is the age of that, so I'm not mad at it.
I mean, neither.
Okay.
I think it's a time, like Park said, to hear from their side, you know what I mean? And why not have my sons do it if they're young enough, as far as that the youth could be able to identify with and just see it from the sides of the children.
No, that's facts.
Another thing, remember the...
I want to hear y'all.
No, remember they had...
I didn't think all y'all would share this opinion, but I'm interested.
Remember they had the dude following Puff around in the event that he would have gone free. So I'm sure there's a ton of footage because another thing came out where the guy that 50 and them got the footage from allegedly was only there for a couple days. He was a fill-in for the original camera guy. So the original camera guy has to have mad footage. So Puff ain't go free. They might as well use the footage and again get a bag out of it.
Okay. And because what's the dude from Zeus? Lamel. He came under fire for this because they was like, yo, why are you platforming this? And he put a statement out. I just want to read his statement. He says, to be clear, this documentary is about giving Justin and Christian the opportunity to share their personal story. We're not here to endorse Diddy or anyone else. As a network, we believe in giving individuals a platform to tell their own experiences, just like any network that enters the documentary space. We're simply allowing those stories to be told. And that's the essence of what we're doing. I'm not mad at that at all. If I'm not endorsing Puff, I'm not trying to tell the quote unquote other side of this or try to make you look at him in a different light. I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, to be clear, I'm not endorsing Puff. I just think that it's fine for someone else to tell their side of the story.
You can't steal second base and keep your foot on first.
So by letting his kids,
the fact that release says that and that he felt compelled to put it out is just one of the many reasons why this is a horrible idea.
I don't understand.
This could not be a worse idea at a worse time.
I mean, I'm
just going to call a spade.
I mean, the logistics of it may or may backfire, but for him to put that statement out,
give me the percentage of. Because I think that this no good is coming from this.
It remains to be seen.
Well, that's why
your prediction,
bro. We don't know. They put out a doc with the Menendez brothers, and people thought them should have got released. You get what I'm saying? Like, so based on some ability of telling the story to humanize an individual, and again, I'm not.
Well, and that was an incomplete thought in your example. People felt like they should be released 30 years after the fact.
True.
People do not feel like Puff should be released.
There's also people
they actually feel like he should be serving more time. The state of his name, his business affairs, what it means to be associated attached to it to justify it, to rationalize it, to try to explain it, to understand it. Bad state for any of that stuff.
But this is also
bad time for any of that.
You saying there's people that feel like he should get more time. There's also a lot of people that feel like he should get less time for this. Just only based on
I think
what
those people outnumbered.
But wait. Let me finish.
Sorry.
Only based on what he was convicted of.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can see Joe Budden's point about timing and perception. Jumping into a public documentary so soon after everything happened can bring a lot of scrutiny, criticism, and misunderstanding. People might focus on mistakes or judge their motives rather than listening to their feelings.
We talking about the court of law. You were tried for this. All the heavy charges you were acquitted of.
But we're not having the same conversation. I'm not talking about the court of law.
See, and I think that you are.
We in content land now.
True.
We in court of public opinion, shaping narratives and whatever else goes on.
So if that's the truth, then yeah, you. I'm not. Let me preface this with I am not a Puff sympathizer or none of that shit. But with what you said, if we in content land and narrative shaping and all of this, and the 50 doc in content land shaped one narrative, which a couple of those things have already been debunked. If we in content land, then there's
what are all of these things that have been debunked?
Biggie stuff.
The funeral.
The funeral has been debunked.
It was more than that.
That was the highlight that came out.
They didn't do enough debunking to reshape how people are currently viewing Sean Combs.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think there is a doc that could change how people view Sean Combs. I think people have their idea of him right now, and whether you believe in he shouldn't have got that, or he's an evil person and he deserves to be thrown in jail for the rest of his life, there's no doc that's going to change that. You're going to find a doc that aligns with what you believe and rock with it.
That's why I don't really think they're doing it to shape narrative. That's cool to just throw out there, and I think need a bag. It
could be both.
It's tough out here and just popped.
It could be both.
Need a bag. If it was about shaping a narrative, I don't even think this lands with Zeus. That's part of the point of what I'm saying.
That's fair.
Nobody is touching this.
But so we might land with Zeus because nobody
else wants to touch it.
We got that part, but we're not going to ignore what that speaks to. I'm saying, you got a bag, you landed at Zeus. But
I don't know.
There's a reason why you landed at Zeus. And this is just the first part of my point that y'all are arguing.
No. So
secondly,
let's address the Zeus point real quick. If nobody's touching it, and Zeus is the only people that will give me a potential platform to put out some that I think might allow people to view my father in a better light, I'm rocking with that platform. A bag or not, you get what I'm saying? So proceed.
Yeah. What's the other point?
You think that there's anything that his sons could say right now that would help the way that Puff is viewed?
Probably not.
I think it's a polarizing.
The answer is no.
I agree.
That's true.
It's not time. I feel like the last month I've been saying a lot that people should, is Mercury in retrograde or something? I've been saying a lot that people should just reset,
sit down,
regather. Sometimes no noise is good noise. Your dad will be home in 2 years. If anything, the silence will drive up the price of some and not just have y'all looking away. We just watched your whole family go through a rigorous trial. The daughters were leaving that hearing some of the details of this, and now you turn around with a Zeus. It's just a horrible time. 50, as soon as it went up, 50 posted it. Not to say that's an indicator of things, but he posted what he was thinking. This ain't gonna turn out good. This is a mess.
And y'all not 50.
This is an absolute mess.
The conversation centers on a new documentary miniseries featuring Justin and Christian Combs that is set to stream on Zeus and focuses on their personal experience during their father Sean Combs' trial and incarceration. The teaser presents the series as an emotional chronicle from the viewpoint of sons navigating public scrutiny, grief, loyalty, and confusion, while cameras follow their reactions and reflections. Supporters in the discussion argue that children have the right to speak about how events affected them, especially when public narratives feel incomplete or disputed, and they note that other documentaries have shifted perception by humanizing families connected to controversial cases. They also point out that Zeus positions itself as a platform for unfiltered storytelling, and that the project likely offers both income and a sense of agency during an unstable period. Joe Budden, however, strongly disagrees and frames the decision as a strategic mistake driven by poor timing and weak guidance. He believes silence would be more protective and that any attempt to explain or contextualize events right now will be met with skepticism, backlash, and ridicule rather than empathy.